This evening on NTD Business. Twitter is swallowing a poison pill to try to block Elon Musk's takeover. What comes next? President Biden takes another swipe at finding a new top banking regulator. Take a look at his new nominee. American exporters can't send their goods abroad because Chinese ships are just going back to China without loading up. Who's in control? That and much more coming up on NTD Business. Great to have you with us. Paul Graney here, live from New York City. The Twitter board isn't ready to let Elon Musk own the company. Today it adopted a plan called a poison pill to try and stop Musk from buying the company outright. Yesterday, Musk made an offer of $43 billion. A poison pill is a common way to stave off unwelcome takeovers. In this case, if anyone buys more than 15% of Twitter's stock without the board's approval, other shareholders can buy more shares at a lower price. That would dilute the value of Musk's shares. The move doesn't prevent the board from accepting Musk's offer, just makes it more expensive for him. That's if the board is willing to accept any offer at all. Is still assessing Musk's bid. Musk is Twitter's largest individual shareholder with over 9% of the company. 50% is needed for full control. He says he's not doing it for the money. He wants Twitter to be a free speech platform. And joining us live is Stockton University finance professor Michael Bustler. Professor, thanks for coming on.
Hi, Paul. Thanks for having me. As you know, it's my pleasure to be here.
Professor, who has the upper hand here, Musk or the Twitter board?
Well, it appears that the Twitter board has the upper hand right now, but we'll see what Elon Musk's plan B is. So what did the board do? As you pointed out, a poison pill is an action that the board would take to make purchasing Twitter less attractive. What they did was called a limited duration shareholders rights plan, which means for, I think it's a year, the shareholders will be able to buy additional shares of Twitter stock at a reduced price. This will increase the number of shares outstanding and make it a little more expensive for Elon Musk to be able to purchase this. He still has a couple things he can do. He can try just on the open market to get more than 50% of the ownership, which would give him control. He would rather take the company private, and being private, they have less reporting requirements, and he'd be able to do a few more things that a public corporation could not do. Another thing he can do is by what's called a proxy vote, get the majority of the stockholders to vote the current board of directors out and put in a new board of directors that would be amenable to Elon Musk's offer.
How likely is that? How likely is that proxy vote?
That is an option that he can take. There's some court action that he also can take. I think the proxy vote is probably the most likely, because I thought I saw somebody did a survey and said 84% of the Twitter stockholders favor Elon Musk's plan. And why not? The stock was selling at $40 a share. Musk bought the 9%, shot up to over $50 a share. He's offering almost $55 a share. So stockholders think this is a pretty good thing.
But Musk indeed thinks that the shareholders will be upset with the board because of this poison pill. But if you're a shareholder, would you not be happy to buy more shares at a discount?
If you wanted to buy the shares, yes. But if you don't buy the shares, and not everybody's in a position to start buying more shares. So if you don't buy the shares, your share of ownership will be diluted. So I'm not so sure the stockholders are going to favor this.
Twitter had offered Musk a seat on the board just a few days ago. Why do you think they appear so hostile to him now?
Well, he could take that seat, but if he bought over 15, by being a member of the board of directors, he's not allowed to own over 15% of Twitter. So he would never be able to get control of the company if he accepted the seat on the board, which is why he rejected it.
It seems the board haven't come back with a counteroffer. Is it possible they're more interested in keeping control of the company than actually profiting from it?
I believe so. It's hard to tell exactly what's in their mind, but I believe they're more fearful of Musk getting control of the company and changing its formats somewhat. Many people believe that Twitter has become very biased in what they allow and what they don't allow. And if they want to continue, the current board wants to continue to do that, they're going to have to keep Musk's ownership down. So we'll just have to see what happens and what action the board takes.
Professor Michael Bosler, Stockton University. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend, Professor.
Thank you, Paul. My pleasure.